journey in Richmond, Kentucky started at Liberty Place Recovery Center for Women. I was sent here for long-term treatment. I am originally from Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati area. When I first got here, I did not want to be here. You know, I didn't think that I needed it. I thought that I just needed a little while away from what I was doing and then everything would go back to normal. I really just wanted my stuff back. I didn't realize that there was a problem within self in the way that I was acting and treating other people. Upon being here, I at first was like, whenever my probation is over, I'm out of here, I'm gonna go back to Northern Kentucky, I'm gonna go back to my family, and everything's gonna be like it used to. Well, upon working the program here, I realized that a lot of my problems stemmed from the area that I was from. And the more that I learned about myself and what hindered me, the more that I decided that it was probably best if I just stayed here around the recovery community that watched me grow into the person that I am today, so they can hold me accountable. And they knew this new person that I had become. So I was in the program for 23 months before I become alumni. And then this year in March, or in January, I was told that I would no longer be receiving government assistance and that I was going to have to move out into the world on my own, into my own apartment. And that really scared me because it was going to put to the test everything that I had learned while I was at Liberty Place. And, you know, I doubted myself, just a lot of fear. You know, I didn't want to go back to that life that I lived prior to coming here. And I knew that the integrity and the accountability was solely on me to continue to show up and do what I was taught. At that point, I was afforded the opportunity to work with Foothills, and they were just as enthusiastic as I was about finding me an apartment that was not only affordable, but in a good area and that was going to work out best for me. Upon getting introduced to Foothills, I met Katie. And Katie, you know, she's very sweet. She comes over and she visits my apartment. She loves my cat. You know, I think really helped me in the transition of moving and being comfortable, you know, because I didn't have anybody to come over there and visit. You know, I work a lot, and she's over there like clockwork. She was messaging me to make sure that I was adjusting. She was asking me if I needed anything. You know, when I did move, I needed a few things for the apartment, and she afforded me those things pretty much just on gift. I didn't really know that some of the things were coming, and so, you know, it just goes to show that when you work hard for something, that people will be there to help you and push you and support you. You know, I was afraid that I was going to get put into a situation where I couldn't afford anything and then I couldn't get anything. And I do. Like, I continue to reach out, I continue to do the right thing, and people are there to lift and support and push me through my fears. And I find that I have less of those as time goes on, and the more I apply myself to, you know, everyday living and helping other people, that people are there to help me in return. I did 2 terms in the peer mentor's office, which equals 6 months, and they give you the opportunity, since you've made it to the peer mentor's office, to do the peer support training classes to get your certification. And I opted to take those classes. They are 30 hours and then 6 yearly hours to continue your certification. I've had those since 2022, and I didn't go right into working in peer support. I wanted to kind of gain my footing out in the world and, you know, just work close by. I saved up, you know, got a car, and last year I started working in peer support in August for a place called Grin Grant, where I got to help people that were going through a restoration process with oral damage that are also in recovery. So I got my footing there. And then in December, I started working for Optimal Living Services. And, you know, I had a lot of friends that I had met through Grin Grant, and also one of my close coworkers was actually my peer mentor here at Liberty Place. And, you know, working in recovery is not my recovery, but it does give me a chance to reach back to those people that you can just see it in their eyes. They're as hopeless as I once was, you know, and I really feel like it's important in recovery to reach back to those people that are struggling. You know, somebody was there for me when I did not even know what was going on. I was desperate, I wanted help, but I didn't even know where to get it. It was gonna take too long. You know, these people need someone that's gonna walk next to them and guide them onto their own recovery. And sharing my experience and where I come from, I didn't even think that anything like addiction or alcoholism could happen to me. I just didn't. And I think a lot of people think that. And, you know, I went down a very slippery slope into a very dark place, and I never thought that I would be able to come out of that, and I have. And it was a lot of hard work. And, you know, I think people need to know that it is going to be a lot of hard work, but the benefits after that, as long as you continue to work on yourself, are beautiful. I've learned who I am, and I get to be my authentic self. For so long in my life, I just wanted to be who I thought people wanted me to be, and I never knew who I was. And finding out who I was has been such just a beautiful thing, and I'm so grateful that I even sat down and was given the willingness to even push through those hard days to become the person that I am today. So if you're watching this and you're feeling discouraged in your recovery, or you're feeling like it's not happening fast enough, or that you're not making any improvement, or, you know, you're not where you want to be just yet, I found that on the days when I was feeling like that, if I just stuck it through, that feeling would pass. And then on that next day, I was a little bit stronger, and I had a little bit more confidence in myself. And that right there gave me just enough ambition to stay another day. And eventually those feelings go away, and you start to find a purpose, and you start to love yourself. And then you just keep doing that and applying yourself and reaching out and helping others, and it's possible.